Welcome back to this session. In the previous class, we had discussed about the introduction of HRM, meaning of HRM, definitions of HRM, and also we had seen some of the responsibilities of HR manager in the HR department. In this session, let us see the nature of human resource management. So, nature of human resource management. In this, HRM involves the application of management functions and principles. That means to say the basic functions are planning, organizing, staffing, leading, directing and controlling along with the decision making. So, this HRM also makes use of these managerial functions. So, since HRM is the management of people in the organization, so the same management functions have been made use of with the HR department. So, we could say it is an inherent part of management. Say human resource management is not just limited to the personal department, all organization managers perform this function, HRM function, and therefore, we can call it as a basic or inherent function, that is inherent part of any management. So, you could see the existence of this HR department in all the companies. It is people centric. Okay. This human resource management is people centric because it is solely concerned with the organization, people and development. Say all other departments, say when we talk about the research and development department, they are concerned with the research. When we talk about the marketing department, they are concerned only with the sales. Okay. And when we talk about the production department, it is concerned only with the production. Okay. Therefore, when we talk about this human resource management, so here this human resource management is concerned with people, they value people, they understand the feelings of the people and they know what kind of job is suitable to the particular candidate and they will just assign him the same duties and responsibilities that could be easily performed by the candidate. HRM is a strategic function. It is concerned with an organization's future to make sure that they are ready to meet environmental challenges. Say HRM is not just the basic function of giving salary to the employees or hiring them or firing them. No, it is also related to the future of the employees and also they make all the employees ready to meet the future challenges. And this HR department, say the nature of HRM is, it is result oriented because to ensure that the employees work to their full potential and improve organization performance, we need to keep the employees happy. If they keep the employees happy by providing more and more benefits, they come back to us, they retain with us for a longer period and they will be very trustworthy in the company and they feel even the company is considering them as a part of the company and they feel they are more valuable. They go with the employer branding. Say normally the people, let me take an example of Infosys. Say people join Infosys normally stay for a longer period. Why? Because they treat the employees as asset of the organization or backbone of the organization. They provide all kinds of facilities to the employees. Say if you visit the Infosys campus, you could see everything available in the same campus. No need to go around. Okay. Therefore, employees are also happy and even though the salary is less to some of the employees, they may not think of quitting the company, not just the Infosys, there are many companies, it could be Google, it could be L&T and E&Y, many more. Okay. And we could say this HRM is a continuous process. Okay. Because it involves constant adjustments and improvements according to the changes in the environment, employee needs and business conditions. So, here what happens is, as I said in a previous class we had discussed about this, HRM is a continuous process, it never ends, because keeping in mind the changes, what the present changes, the past experiences and the future expectations. Based on the three, the HR department keeps functioning effectively and preparing for the upcoming changes. Next we can say the next in the nature of HRM, we could see it is development oriented. HRM is development oriented because it intends to develop full potential of employees. How to do this? Say training is provided to offer to sharpen and improve skills. Say training is provided and offered to sharpen and improve the skills of, it could be the newly joined employees or it could be the existing employees also, both need training in order to update themselves, upgrade with the latest technology. This training is needed for the existing employees and for the new employees, newly joined employees, as they are new to this field. So, even they need training, and employees are rotated on various jobs so that they gain experience and exposure on all the jobs. Say if they stick on to one desk, the same job, same routine job, they may feel bored. Okay. So, boredom and anxiety at the workplace. So, what they do is, normally they keep rotating the employees, we call it as job rotation, moving an employee from one place to another place, from one department to another department with the same work culture. Okay. So, we can say that the employees will be more flexible and they will be able to handle the job. Okay. And here say the banks are the best example for this. Say if a cashier is on leave for a longer period, we will neither close the bank nor we just we just do not recruit a new employee as for the cashier. Okay. What we do is, the entire bank system, they try to manage themselves as they sit in all the places in the bank and they work accordingly. And also we could say this HRM is an interdisciplinary function, because HRM utilizes knowledge and inputs drawn from different streams. It could be psychology, it could be economics, it could be anthropology or sociology. Say in order to understand the mindset of the employees, obviously we need to depend upon this psychology. Okay. And HRM is action oriented. HRM is action oriented because the focus is more on action rather than just record keeping, not just maintaining the books of accounts and keeping the service records of all the employees. It is based on, the focus is on the action taken by the HR department. Next is employee hiring. Say hiring, what is employee hiring? You could see in the image, say they have a vacancy, we are hiring, join us. It is the employer who is telling that they have some vacancies and they are calling them and they are welcoming the employees to join their job. Okay. So, whenever the employees have the job, employer has the job vacancy, they just call the employees. It could be walk-in interviews, it could be like putting a board near the gate, near the entrance, okay, and they will be welcoming. When the employer has so much of concern for the employees, before joining itself, when they give more importance to the candidates, obviously they feel they are a part of this company, they would like to join. So, what is hiring? So, hiring is the process of reviewing applications, selecting the right candidates to the interview, test candidates, choose between candidates to make the hiring decision, and performing various tests. Okay. So, selecting job applicants to the interview, drafting good interview questions, and ultimately deciding which candidate to hire can be a daunting challenge. See, this is a entire thing is about employee hiring, recruitment and selection. Everything is around this recruitment and selection. In order to select the right candidate for the right job in the right time at the right place is selection. And so, in order to select, we need to undergo different tests. I mean, these are all the stages of a selection process. You need to attend a written test. It could be a written test, group discussion, or any other test, okay, oral test, and also performing many tests, okay, by attending many tests, say stage by stage, they just screen out the employees, and at the end what they do is they just select the candidates, and ultimately this would be a challenge for the HR managers, okay, because they have to consolidate all the departments, okay, they have to hire for all the departments irrespective of the departments, the designations, they will be hiring people for the departments throughout the company. Next is employee and executive remuneration. So, you could see the employees who have got the higher salary is very happy, and people, I could say, you could see in the image that people are trying to grow more and more to receive and more salary, more and more remuneration. In order to get that, they will be working hard. What is employee and executive remuneration? Say it is the payment or compensation received for the services or employment. Say whatever the service you render, okay, so for that service you will be given a remuneration, and this includes a basic salary and any bonus or other economic benefits that an employee or executive receives during the employment. And next is employee motivation and employee maintenance. So, employee motivation, say you could see this is employer and these are all the employees. Say employer is motivating, okay, the employees in order to grow themselves in the organization and to be successful in their work. So, employee motivation is the level of commitment, drive and creativity that the team brings with them to work every day. It has a major impact at almost every part of the company, whether positive or negative. Normally what happens is, if you motivate an employee, obviously he or she will become a loyal employee for you, okay. So, it is the duty of the concerned manager or the concerned team leader to motivate and cheer up all the employees every day. Say motivated employees do everything they can to get the job done and improving productivity and serving as examples for the rest of the workforce. That is what. And some of the employees will be self motivated, no need to tell them anything. Every day morning they come to the workplace, they sit or they go to their exact table and they work. No need of any instructions, no need of stick behind them, like the leader standing with the stick and behind them and getting the work done by them. So, unmotivated employees do only what is necessary to get by, and they are more likely to start looking for positions elsewhere. Say if you do not motivate, if there are employees, unmotivated employees, if you do not look into them, okay, what they are doing, how they are doing and everything. So, what they do is they just come to the workplace, whatever the work is given to them, they just do that and they just keep quiet, and after some time they would like to start looking for a different job in the okay. So, looking positions elsewhere. What is employee maintenance is all about? So, employee maintenance is refers to the strategies and activities that organizations undertake to ensure the well-being of job satisfaction and retention of their employees. Say and for this they will have employee data. Okay. So, employee master data. So, every record will be maintained in a particular service book of every employee, and it has to be maintained accordingly by the HR department, and this HR department, maintenance department in the HR section will depend or will look into the well-being, that is the welfare facilities to be given to the employees. It could be the recreational facilities or paid vacation, whatever, okay, and job satisfaction and retention of the employees. So, all these things are very important for maintenance of employees. Next is, let us the nature of HRM is with industrial relations. Say, what is industrial relation? This is the relationship between an employer and employee, or between an employee and an employee, or between an employer and employer at the workplace. And so, labor unrest, conflicts between the work groups and between workers and managements over issues like low wage. Normally, whatever the conflicts happens in the companies, say majority of them will be related to the payment of wages. It could be related to the payment of wages, or it could be related to the hike in the payment, I mean the wages, or it could be related to the bonus. Okay. Everything revolving around the money. Okay. And these are the common problems that will be handled, and it should be handled carefully by the managers, I mean the HR department. And so, HR department consider establishment and maintenance of harmonious and cordial relation between employer and employee, because when you have a cordial relationship, as we discussed few minutes back, like they will be very happy to be with them, and they feel a part of the company and they work on their own. And if the employer does not have the cordial relationship with the employees, they go on strike, they may go with the conflicts, and the work may not be completed within the given time. And the last one is career prospect for HRM. Prospects of HRM, that is nothing but the future of HRM. Now, let us see the career prospect for HRM in India. Say we have excellent employment opportunities exist for HR aspirants. Say this could be useful for you also. Say if you are looking for a job with related to HR, you could go to many of the companies, I will let you know. Say every company, whether big or small, has a HR department. I told you in the beginning of the first session itself that HR has whether a small or big company, every company has a HR department nowadays, a special team that hires the best talent for them. And HR department is involved with recruitment, placement, induction, training and development, promotion, separation, demotion, transfer, performance appraisal, employees overall welfare, and also till the employee, as I said, entry, from the day of your entry, I mean to the duty reporting till the day of your exit from the company, everything comes under the purview of this HR. Recruitment, selection, placement, induction, training and development, promotion, performance appraisal, separation, demotion, transfers, many more. So, everything comes under the purview of HR, including the retirement and death. Okay. Even if somebody gets retired, the retirement benefits has to be provided by the HR department. In case of death, even whatever the benefits, that has to be given to the dependents of the deceased person, that has to be taken care by this HR department. Say jobs, so what kind of jobs will be given for the for this job aspirants in HR? Okay. It can be found in hotels, airlines, food and beverage industries, construction and engineering companies, export and import houses, IT firms, medical and healthcare, hospitals, banks, NGOs, media, educational institutions, and also the government organization. See, you have like many opportunities. Say for HR, say if you choose your specialization as HRM, so you have many job opportunities in all these areas. Today HR has got wider scope and everybody are looking for HR in all these areas. And these days universities and colleges offer placement assistance to their students, so that you can grab a good job offer through your college also. Okay. As you have a placement committee, like all the universities and all the colleges have this placement department, and there will be a placement officer, placement committee, and if the students are more interested, what they can do is they can go interact with the placement officer, they can attend the interviews, and they can be placed on the job while you are in your master degree or degree itself. Okay, fine. I will be ending this session here. Let us meet in the next session. Thank you all.